Well, howdy. Today's day 28, and we are looking at my grow buckets, and they are growing. They are out of water. It's been 3 days, and that seems to be about all they can go without being refilled. The weather's been a lot better. It's been warmer. Today is a nice sunny day, and plants have been growing. I noticed on this tomato here that I have some tomatoes. If I can show them to you, maybe you can see. The sun is so bright, it's hard to see through this. Anyway, got a couple of tomatoes here, and a couple down there too. So things are coming along, I guess. Plant is flowering, doing well. Real stocky plant. I don't know if I'll even need to stake it or not. The peppers are doing pretty good, but they're definitely getting eaten. Something is eating big ragged holes in these lower leaves, and honestly, I don't know what it is. This one here has a lot of flowers coming, and I need to get to where my shadow is not on these plants anyway. This one here seems to be making a lot of new flowers and new peppers. In spite of it, it's mostly, I guess there's enough foliage here that whatever's eating them can have some too, because honestly, I don't really know how to stop it. If it's snails, I don't know, or if it's something else, but those big chunks make me think snails or slugs. So the other pepper, it's flowering. We've got flowers here, and so they're doing pretty good, I guess. I'm happy with the growth. I don't really like the fact that I'm finding holes in the leaves, but you know, things are what they are. So it looks like this guy over here, or girl I should say, will probably give me a few tomatoes this year. Sometimes when you plant late, you don't lose that much time, because the early weather around here is so cool and unsettled that plants just don't really grow that much. And so sometimes if you set them out later, they just catch up. They get to where the other ones are, because they can grow faster. So hopefully that's the case. I'm going to have to fill these again. I fertilized them the other day. I gave them a mix of CalMag because I was seeing a lot of deformed leaves, and I wasn't really sure what was causing it. It seems to have helped it. I did some research online, and one of the things I found was that peppers are heavy. They're heavy calcium and magnesium feeders, and calcium, if it's not there, you can get deformed, wrinkled leaves. So I thought maybe that might be part of it. It was either that, or I thought maybe it was bug damage. But whatever, it seems to have kind of dissipated. It's not 100% gone, but it looks a lot better. So that's about that. So anyway, everything here looks pretty good. Grow buckets are working great, and no complaints. Just have to get down here about every 3 days and fertilize them, water them, whatever. And then the rest of this here, well, you've seen this before. This is my carnivorous plants, and they don't get any feed at all. They eat bugs. I can see a bug right now on the, well, I did. They make a really sweet nectar that attracts bugs, and basically what happens is the bugs crawl in, but they have these hairs in the tube and they can't crawl back out, and then they slowly get digested because the plants fill up these pitchers with a digestive solution, and then they eat the bugs. So they get everything they need pretty much from the bugs. They don't have very big root systems at all, but they do need a lot of water. They're basically marsh plants, and I like them a lot because they're a little bit different. You can see this one here has got some flowers on it. They're pretty. They can be. This back here is a native azalea, and it doesn't look like much right now. They do flower in the spring. And then I've got a couple of new ones here. And so they're still small. And then my Romas, these have tomatoes on them, and they're actually looking pretty good considering. Nothing much seems to eat the tomatoes because the foliage is poison, so I guess the bugs don't like it. And I've got some tomatoes on this one as well. And that's about it. Got this other one here on the end. Got two really badly eaten peppers from whatever's eating the other ones. I think it's snails. But anyway. So this one is flowering. I don't see any tomatoes on it right now, but I imagine they will come. It's supposed to have pretty good weather the next week or so. This is typically the end of July and middle August is typically our summer, and we always joke about it and say, yeah, and sometimes it even falls, summer even falls on a weekend. But usually this is the driest, warmest part of the year. July, the first half, can be kind of unsettled, and it certainly was, and now it's kind of settled down. We are getting some marine push, get some morning clouds, but they burn off fairly early, and then we get up into the upper 70s, and that's pretty much it. They're saying this weekend we might get into the 80s. This is not a real extreme climate, and you know, like I said, it's maritime, and it's probably not the best climate for tomatoes or peppers, because we do have super fertile soil in this valley, and these are not commercial crops here. So anyway, day 28 update. I'll be back with more. So take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Happy gardening, and see y'all later.